Hi everyone, I'm Shauna Randolph, spokesperson of the Edmonton Humane Society with this week's installment of This Week in the EHS, where we highlight areas of the building and show you things that are going on that you don't normally see to keep you as connected to us as possible. And this week, really showcasing our lucky shamrocks, some special cats that were part of an adoption incentive event, which I'll talk about in just a few minutes. But basically it is to get as many cats out into the community as possible to make room for others that are waiting in the back. I showed you the holding area last week. This week, a little room which is right nearby. This is called our volunteer enrichment room, where we have volunteers come regularly to exercise and socialize those cats that are waiting to get out to the adoption floor. So what we have here is a litter of 5 adorable kittens that have just been spayed or neutered. They're going to be available very soon, and one of our valued volunteers. And really what this is to provide affectionate and healthy felines into the community. So this socialization, along with TVs to give the cats and kittens something to look at other than a blank wall that I showed you last week, the natural light all through the building, the soft music as well, those really help. It's also important, especially in times like earlier this week, when we just didn't have enough room in our adoption floor to move up more felines that were ready for adoption. So we brought back our Wish Upon a Whisker Wednesday this past week to showcase our lucky shamrocks, who wore green ribbons, by the way. Those that had been in our care longer than 30 days or were on display in our cat condos instead of the life rooms or cat chalets were the featured cats, and we adopted out about 35 adult cats that day, which brought them into loving homes and helped us with making room, since if we didn't have that adoption event this week, we probably would have only adopted out a handful of cats that day, like it's been during the past several Wednesdays here. And something else to mention, we even had some people come forward to sponsor the adoption fee for some of the cats, so that really helps us with the financial pinch we feel when we waive the adoption fee for the featured cats during these events. And we're already being asked, when is the next Whisker Wednesday? And our answer, stay tuned. In the shelter animal world, we never really know exactly when we have to be innovative with our adoption events. So keep an eye on our website. And if you haven't yet joined us on Facebook or Twitter, you really want to, because when we have special announcements, they show up there first. So spread the word. And that is it for this week's edition of This Week in the EHS. We'll see you next week.